All right, so I'm Patrick Henley. Thank you for the introduction, Peter. I'm pretty excited to share with you guys. This is my second time presenting at this event. Well, I did the Seattle one first, now here. And I'm going to kind of take you guys down a path of the AMP experience, where we started and where we ended up, and a couple other anecdotes throughout. So where I started. I'm waiting for the picture of the kittens to come up. There it goes. All right. All right, so where I started with this company was I had this idea to use tablets to eliminate paper in the wholesale sales process. And I originally had started with the furniture vertical. And when I picked that out, I said, well, I need to go out and validate this. And so what I did was I needed this validation to kind of light the light bulb. I had this light bulb. It wasn't lit up yet. So I went out and I hit the road. I spent 19 months. I did 2,500 interviews. I made 6 trips to Tupelo, Mississippi. That's where Elvis was born. Tupelo honey. That's not a person. That's actual honey. And I also went to High Point, North Carolina 8 times, the furniture capital of the world. I went to, by the way, Mississippi is the upholstery capital of the world. I went to Las Vegas 8 times, which is where the second biggest market for furniture on the wholesale side is. And I also traveled all around the Northwest over this 19 months. And what I figured out was I was totally screwed up. What I was missing the point on this was it wasn't paper was the problem, it was a lot more. So after I did these 2,500 interviews and had all this time, I compiled everything. When I really came together is realizing what a pain point. Now, a lot of people here may be from the startup community, and we all talk about pain points, but waiting for a cab or getting your own personal driver is an inconvenience. It's not a pain point. And so what I actually found in this was, this is really graphic, but something you take out your hand and you put it on a table, and you hit it with a 28-ounce framing hammer, that's pain. And so when I hit this, what I found was the problem that we found was fragmentation. Everybody in a supply chain space, no matter where you are in the supply chain, uses a lot of technology to make their company run, to be successful. They're using ERPs or CRMs or POSs and QuickBooks or just about anything they could. They're using web developers and all these things. And the problem with that is that none of this technology necessarily connects easily. And if it does connect, it's really difficult, and you have to have an IT guy to do that. And that's not the norm. 80% of all the companies in the US don't have full-time IT support. So what we did is we took this concept and we built a platform. We started with furniture, what we call the all-in-home vertical, which is 12 segments, and it covers all kinds of stuff, lighting and plumbing and construction material and rugs and all that stuff. And we built this platform. So we've also normalized data for this space. So we can take a company, whether you're a manufacturer, a supplier, a wholesaler, a sales rep firm, or a retailer, and we can onboard you with all of your data, your product data, your photography, your client data, your Salesforce data, your documents, and all of your order history, and that's all we need to generate all of our products. And because we've normalize this for this vertical, it takes about an hour to 2 to onboard a company. So migration is a thing of the past. We're taking companies with SAP and migrating all of their data out of SAP in less than 2 hours. And we give them native iPad apps for their Salesforce. We generate print collateral. We generate websites. We give them business intelligence, CRMs, POS. We have kiosks coming out next for retailers. All kinds of stuff. We just needed that core data, which is what we call the sun. And we have all of our other products that are supported off of that. One of the things that I really, really like about what I'm doing is I get to work with some of the smartest people I've ever known. They're passionate. They're ambitious. They're ready to get down and get their hands dirty, whether they're engineers, sales guys, marketing people, even our office manager. And I get to do that every single day. And so, innovating and learning and doing all these things on a daily basis is awesome. I've been in other spaces and owned all kinds of companies, from clothing stores to restaurants to construction companies, and I've never had this experience. So this opportunity for me has been really, really amazing. So that wasn't nearly as fun as I wanted it to be for some reason. It was lost. You guys are dead. Boop, 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 boop. So I got one last thing, okay? So we're hiring engineers. And so are you so freaking smart that people hate you? Do you have technology spidey senses that other people can't understand? Do you want to make a difference every single day that you come to work? If you do, call me. Come and see me. We're hiring you. We're looking for unicorns, and there's going to be a couple of unicorns in this crowd, and we want you guys to work for us. We're not a startup that's losing. We're covering burn. We've been funded. We're killing it, and we're growing every single day. So you guys know how to get at me, amptab.com, and if you just, any email pretty much goes through me, so check it out. But go AMP. Questions? We've identified several other verticals that operate in the identical way, and it's not an effort of engineering, it's more of an effort of marketing. So we've got automotive and sporting goods and toys and heavy equipment that we can move into, and it just depends on where we want to put our marketing dollars. But the all-in-home vertical is massive. It's literally one of the largest spaces. You know, you guys don't realize it, and we kind of pass through this. But we all have furniture. We sit on it at home, in the office, everywhere you go. And so just think about that. Everything goes through. And right now, we actually touch through our software about 10% of all furniture commerce in the U.S. today. So, and we're just getting going. We're closing sales like crazy. POS. Where we see this opportunity is that what we do within these databases is that we do, no matter where you are in the supply chain, we flow your data to the next stop. So we started with suppliers and manufacturers. Now we built some products for retailers. The next one is POS. So it's a fully integrated POS system that has no migration or onboarding. So we know your vendors. We know your product. You simply add prices, the photography, everything shows up. We give these companies, their profit per square foot goes through the roof because now they're selling more than what they have in their warehouse. And we also help them engage with the consumer after they've left their store. When consumers leave a furniture store, they lose the sale 98% of the time. We only need to improve that by 1 or 2 points. And we'll do that. We'll kill it. So. We don't leverage anybody else's software. Everything we build is custom. So what we have, the core of our content management system, is an ERP. Now, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that SAP does yet, but we only build what our clients want. We have thousands of users. They give us feedback every single day, and that's how we pivot on a daily basis based off of their wants and needs. And so over the next couple of years, we already have people using us as an ERP. We are their master source of data, and it just takes a little bit of time before we start knocking out the big boys. So to put it really simply, is that anybody in any organization from commodity to consumer within this vertical can use our software to make their day better. So I don't care if you're an administrative person, you're a VP of sales, you're a marketing person, we have tools that help you on a daily basis. And so we have these personas for every single organization that we've written, and we make sure our software touches them on a daily basis.
Okay, last question.
Yeah, Eric. Mm-hmm. So that's not machine learning. That's just tracking their sales and rendering it in trends. So we know what they merchandise. When a wholesaler sells their product, they tag it as special order or what we call floored. So by tracking that, they can look at the trending orders or the order events for that particular SKU, and they can track that. Whether you're in the the food services, in furniture or automotive, we can trend that. Now, machine learning is something we have started to implement, but on a low level. When you implement your data and you upload new tables, we can say, hey, this is what you did last time. You want to do that. And over time, we'll be implementing machine learning. We're not going to hit it hard. We want to be slow and steady. But things like that, suggestions for other people also bought, and all those things will come into play. But people aren't asking for it yet, so we'll get there. So.
Awesome.
All right, thank you. Go AMP!
Thank you very much. Thanks, Patrick.